Good afternoon and welcome to Talking Bollocks, Part 59. It is Tuesday, the May 26th. I hope that everyone's doing all right. So what have I been up to? What do I want to talk about? So I had to have a blood test that my rheumatologist ordered for me in January for me to go and have in March. Due to all of this going on, I sort of left it for quite some time, obviously, because I didn't really want to go where basically just impact things even more than they already were being. So today, I phoned up the GP and sort of they're not doing blood tests at the moment. They actually suggested not the main hospital in Croydon. So I went to Purley Memorial Hospital. Thought I was going to have to wait hours or something, but literally sat down, someone came round, said, "Are you having blood tests?" And I was like, yeah. So I took a ticket, but didn't even have to show the ticket. I think I was the only person in the queue, which was brilliant. She was actually a really lovely woman. It's weird because even though you see quite a few people wearing masks out and about in the hospital, everyone is. There's tape all over the floor, but I mean, pretty much like everywhere, really. But I was in and out there, and I tell you what, apart from a slight scratch on my hand, it hasn't left a bruise, and she didn't blow my vein in my hand. I mean, not that they properly blow it, but usually it massively bruise. I mean, it might bruise tomorrow instead. But yeah, it was really cool to just get my blood test done. I have an autoimmune thing called Sjogren's syndrome. You can go look it up, but it's spelt funny. It's S-Y, Sjogren's syndrome, or Sjogren's, as it's sometimes said. I think that's actually how they properly say it. So they check bits that my body's not being too naughty. That's as good as that gets, that conversation, I think. But anyway, it was nice to go in to the hospital, get my bloods done and get out there really quick. I was going to go to a Sainsbury's local. They're not called Sainsbury's Express, are they? Sainsbury's local across the road. But there was something like between 9 and 12 people waiting. So I was just like, okay, we don't need bread that much. Yeah, I'll leave it. I've got shopping coming tomorrow anyway, so I'm sure that they will survive for a day without bread. I'm due to sort of have a rheumatology appointment in July, and I don't know whether I'll actually be going to the hospital for it. I was talking to her today about it, the phlebotomist, and she said a lot of the consultants are doing online appointments, which probably sounds like a really good idea to do online appointments. So my rheumatologist is pretty good. She does check a lot of things. So I'm presuming that probably in July I'll be having my online appointment with her rather than actually a face-to-face consultation. I don't mind really. I've kind of got quite used to Zoom and WhatsApp video and stuff. I think Zoom and House Party tends to work better than WhatsApp video, but then it also depends on what day it is, because I've noticed if it's a Saturday evening or a weekend evening, it kind of is a little bit more lag to it. What else have I been doing today? Yeah, we just had some bits and pieces to do, some healthcare stuff. But it was exciting going out of the hospital just to going out the house just to go to the hospital and have my blood taken. But she was really good. I'm really impressed. She did actually try both arms, but she was like, no, I can feel a vein here, but I can feel it slipping out of the way. So it will be, I'd actually go back there, I think. Usually I go to the main Croydon hospital, but Purley, I've got to say, we're very efficient today and just sort of in and out, and that was it. Maybe that's different if there's more people there. The waiting room was quite interesting because there was lots of signs on different seats saying "Don't sit here." I guess the distancing thing, which was fine. I mean, there's only me and some other guy in there, so that was that. I've also sort of had a doctor's appointment today, which ended up then being a video chat because I've got like a freckly thing that's turned a bit weird. And he's referred me to dermatology. So I will wait for them to contact me, really. Let me have a look, Jan. You're saying so. Hello, Jan, and others. Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. I should think that would be the same thing for me, that I'll have consultant. I mean, it's not till July, so I'm wondering if by then may have appointments in hospitals. Who knows? I'm equally okay with sort of having this online kind of one. What's my opinion of Dominic Cummings? Do you know what? I'm so fed up with it all. I do, however, think that somebody that is in the eye of the public, and I don't even know what he actually did in the end. Was it his wife's birthday? Why didn't the wife drive? If the kid was sick, why were they in the car for 250 miles? I'm all a bit confused by actually what happened. I don't know why he was given a whole interview on telly. And somebody really does need to... I mean, I didn't watch the interview. I just sort of have been watching people's reactions, because actually what I've noticed that when I watch the news, I just wind myself up about it even more, because they are a bunch of cockwombles. Some of them are so uncharismatic or don't know how to public speak. It's ridiculous. All they've got to do is read from a piece of paper that their PR people have written out for them, and that seems to be a difficulty half the time. I mean, if he generally doesn't have family nearby, they could have just moved. I don't know the details, I think. I don't know why he was driving 250 miles when we've all been told to stay near to our homes or don't go out. That seems to be a conundrum. But I also just think, just why do they never say sorry? You know, there was Diane Abbott was made to say sorry for having a can of mojito on a train. And I really honestly think that they really went after her like it was a witch hunt. But then I do tend to find that women are actually are witch hunted in the press when they are positions in politics. Dominic Cummings is just a bit, I don't know. I was going to say something then, but it's not very nice. I mean, they are all like, you know, cockwombles, aren't they, really? Let's face it. They are. I don't know whether any of them really have our best interests at heart. I don't really know if they tell us the truth. I don't think they told us the truth about this. I think it's had some nice spin put on it. But you know what? If someone just said, you know what, I wasn't happy leaving my child with anyone but my parents, because they're the people that I trust the most when my child is sick. Fair play, mate. Just say it, though. Just own up to whatever was going on. You know, when you're a parent, you don't always make the best decisions anyway, or the most clear-cut decisions. But I don't know. I mean, why were they... Is the castle near to his parent? I don't know. It's all a bit confusing, really. Just although if you've done something and you weren't supposed to do it, or you're not being clear about why you've done it, just fucking apologise. Surely that's the way to go. Anyway, I've got my last bit of my introduction to Buddhism course this evening. There is the next bit of the course is next week. And I can't remember what that course is called, but it is on the Korean Buddhist site. I'm still really enjoying the meditation. I'm finding it difficult to sit my ass down to do the meditation, but I think that's part of the thing, is the intention is there, but it just doesn't happen. Isn't it funny how when we've got more that we need to do, we do more, and when we've got less that we need to do, we do less. I did spend some time reading this morning, which was cool, and I was looking up some of Maya Angelou's quotes, because I think 28th of May, is it? I think it's the date that she passed away. But she had some decent stuff to say, and seems a genuinely big thinker. And I think the world definitely needs but a big thinker that wasn't afraid to rattle things slightly, but still had some great stuff to say. Yeah, I don't know. I did do a guitar lesson. I did both the You Musician one and the Fender one today. I find the You Musician one a bit easier because the notes, the thing, and when you're supposed to hit them, go across the screen. but I was proud of me. I was like, E minor, E, D, G and C were some of the sort of little bits of tunes and changing from them. And I have noticed though that I haven't always needing to look, and sometimes my fingers are, even before I look, are automatically going into the shape. So that's quite cool. It would be nice to sort of play some stuff maybe, but I don't know if I'm ready to learn some stuff that I would just keep practicing, because I think I'd get bored, because I kind of get a bit bored in the lessons. Not bored, but once it sort of doesn't hold my attention, then yeah, I kind of, as soon as I start not concentrating, I don't know what chords I end up playing. But yeah, my fingers, I think after I spent that time sort of doing it almost every day, I need to just build up the pads again, because they're a little bit stingy. But I don't know if they're a little bit stingy every time you play anyway, or whether you just got to really build up those pads. I do need to purchase, as I said yesterday, a guitar strap though, I think, because at the moment I'm now perching on this chair on a footstool with one leg down and one leg up, and I seem to find that the most comfortable, but I still do have problems sort of getting my hand round, and the guitar is not a big guitar either, so I mean maybe I should just play the ukulele, I don't know. But anyway, it's acoustic guitar that I'm learning, and at the moment it's kind of like rock rhythm section, and I know there is a bit where I can learn lead as well. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do both of them. But anyway, I only get 10 minutes free a day, although on the practice mode I can eke that out more on the musician app, which is cool. It is what it is, isn't it? It's the fact that I can pick it up and put it down and pick it up and put it down, I think is good. I have started trying to move myself and just sort of practice chord manoeuvring and picking and going up and down the frets a bit more, just to get a little bit more practice moving my hand up and down rather than just getting stuck on one chord. But anyway, what else? That's it for today, I think. I woke up early to phone the doctors, because even though they telephone you, you still have to phone up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and at the moment 8 o'clock in the morning is like super early, because yeah, I don't have to get up for any small children. But anyway, I hope you're having a good Tuesday, and I hope your Wednesday, until I speak to you again, is equally nice. And I'm gonna go, because I've got to get on with some shit before it's time for my last introduction to Buddhism class. But you have a lovely time, lovely day, and see you on the flip side.